Well, hello folks, and it's week 4. This time, 4 weeks ago, I was having my surgery. Have we progressed over the last week? I think so, quite a lot actually. So over the last week, I've had my clips taken out. We've also had physio with a physiotherapist, and now we are still progressing along, but in a more positive frame than I was a week ago. So today, the first thing I've got to do is take off my dressing. So this will be as much a surprise to you as it is to me, because it's been on for 4 weeks now. I wasn't actually sure when to take it off, but they gave me enough dressings and they told me to keep changing it till every other day. So this is the last dressing. It's been on about 3 days now. I'm going to reveal it to you as I reveal it to myself. So here we go. Now, it looks okay. And then I had this sticky bit on, because when they changed the dressing at the doctor's last time, there was quite a bit of whiteness here, and I was told that was where the scar was folded over, and that could have caused some sort of infection. By the look of it, that whiteness has gone down now. Well, that's stickier than the actual proper bandage, really. Yeah, looking okay now. Then it was a little bit white, but I think that's due to that stickiness of there. That's it then. So that is what my scar looks like now. I've got all these little marks either side, which was where the clips were. Now just looking at my knee, now I've taken it off, there's quite a bit of bruising. You can still see there's some swelling there. There is a bit of a shape to a knee now. Beforehand it was just like a big balloon. Hopefully that's going to reside in the next few weeks. The scar itself, I mean, I can feel it, and well, I can't feel anything actually, it's enormous as anything. I can actually feel all around it, it's just not the actual scar. There's no sensation along there. I'm guessing where the clips were, they will dry up and just scab over eventually, and eventually I'll just have a nice clean scar like that. Now looking at it from my angle, it's not the straightest line. I went to the physiotherapist on Thursday. I will be seeing him again in about 2 weeks' time, I think. He's given me some different types of exercises. I was struggling with some of the knee exercises. I wasn't managing to bend the knee as much as I wanted. I'll show you the exercises, what I'm doing now. Some exercises I've been shown by the physio to do, which are progressing quite well. Which means that it's making me feel that I can get back to climbing hills and mountains, long distance walking, wild camps and those type of activities. Now fortunately, because I'm actually a little bit more able, because I'm walking around the house without the crutches now, I am limping. Fortunately I know that I've got something to grab onto if I lose my balance or anything else, but overall I managed to walk around the house quite a lot. And the thing is now I've had this taken off, I can have a shower. Woohoo! So I shall be having a shower in about a couple of hours, well, an hour's time, because I'm feeling a bit grotty. Anyway, moving back on to this. Progress over the last week, yes, I'm sleeping better as well. The pain has resided quite a lot actually. I do need to take the painkillers when I'm doing the exercises. Still need to put the ice on to reduce the swelling. I've been told the swelling could last up to a year, even possibly 2 years. Hopefully that's not the case. Because I'm a little bit more able-bodied, I can start editing some of the videos I've done in the past. There's probably about 7 or 8 of them I can start editing now. So let's go back to these exercises. I've got 5 exercises I think I'm doing now. So one of them is just a point of putting my leg straight down and pushing down my knee to this ottoman as much as I can. Because the key is I've got a gap here underneath my leg, and I'm trying to make that 0 degrees. So I've got a nice straight leg. Well, I'll do 3 sets of 10. So the second exercise I do, now I've got a pillow here. I roll this up. I was told by the hospital to get a towel, but the towel, I just don't think it actually lifts it up enough. Now I've got that elevated a bit more. Do exactly the same exercise now. I'm pushing it down towards the ottoman, and then basically, because it's elevated a little bit more, it can straighten my leg up a little bit more than it was before. By doing that, I can push it down. They said really try and push your leg down, your knee down, hold it for about 5 minutes. So that's what I do. So I hold that one for about 5 minutes. So that's my second exercise. Now these couple of exercises I was doing beforehand. I've got 2 more that I've actually been told by the physio, and that is benefiting me even after 4 or 5 days. So the next one I do is a similar sort of thing. Wrap the pillow and stick it underneath my knee. So now what I'm trying to do is a bit like when you're doing leg extensions in the gym. So I'm lifting my leg up, holding it for a few seconds, and then bring it down slowly. And this is the key thing. It's about lifting it up slowly, bring it back down slowly, and holding it in that area for about a few seconds. This will strengthen up the leg muscles around here. I do feel it in the knee itself, but so the first few of them is quite easy. Starting to feel the pain there now. Now some days I seem to find they're easier than other days, as I'll show you the next 2 exercises in a moment that really starting to hurt. And I do 3 sets of 10 of this as well. So I'll do 10, pause it for a couple of minutes, and do another 10. Every time I take the painkillers, so every 4 hours, I do all the exercises again. So I end up doing them about 3 times a day. And that's the thing, is the key thing is keeping this up. If you don't, you get leg stiffness and outs, and that's when your complications start. Now, I joined a couple of Facebook groups. I spoke to a lady that, funny enough, had her surgery same day as me, and she's progressing in certain areas where I'm not, where she can bend her leg further than I can, but she's only just managed to walk off the crutches for a few steps and finding a lot of pain, where I'm managed to walk around the house without the crutches now. And also I've managed to walk further outside the house, although maybe that was a bit silly trying to walk the first time 2/3 of a mile. That's helping me as well, looking at these Facebook groups with other people that's going through the similar sort of problems I am, and some people are doing better than me, some people are doing worse than me. Let's go on to the other exercises. So I've done 3, so there's 2 more I want to do. This is one of the ones that the physio told me. So what you want to do is this, keep your leg straight, and then you're going to try and bend it as much as possible by sliding it back. Now, I do struggle with this one. Out of all of them, I'm struggling with this one. 4 or 5 days ago, I couldn't even lift my leg off the couch. So to be able to lift it, slide it back and pull it back like this is a lot better progress than I was doing a few days ago. So there's one more exercise to do, and that's a better bending exercise. With that, let's go to the chair. Right, well, we're in the chair. This is the last exercise I'm doing. I need this piece of apparatus here. So this is something I saw the physios using, and I bought it myself. I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but it measures the degrees, and it goes up to 180 degrees. But what I'm looking for is the measurements here, which will give us our reading of what I'm bending my leg to. So, how the physios told me to do it, I need to bend this leg, and what I'm trying to do is bend it as much as I possibly can. What this did say is what a lot of people do is lift with the hip or pull back with the hip and not from the knee. So I'm really trying to do it from the knee. So you've got to concentrate about not doing that. So what I really do is put my fist between the back of the chair and my bum, so I know that my hip or my bum isn't pushing me back. It's just my leg that's doing it. So first of all, I bring my leg back as much as I can, my knee back as much as I can by itself. And then once you've got to as back, not as far as you can, you bring the other leg over the top, and then you shuffle back as much as you can to get that reading. Once you get to that point, you got to hold it for a few seconds. And at that point, this is where I measure this. I put that center point with the pivot point of your knee, then line it up with your ankle bone, which is there, and then that goes along the muscle, the bone as well. So once you get that, try and hold it in the right place, get a reading, and I've got 74 degrees. So 74 degrees there. So that's not bad. Key thing is to get to 90. I haven't got to 90 yet. So we'll try that again. Just keep having a pause in between. But this is the thing that I'm finding progressing, because before I went to the physio, the maximum I could do was 65 degrees. That was the maximum. 64 is probably about the minimum I'm doing now on these readings. We'll go again. Really want to push it back.
and then really go like that. So I think this is going to be a better reading. That's 73. So again, we are improving. So 73 degrees, just keep doing this. And I find that buying one of these is very useful because you actually, you can measure how far you are doing it in progress. I bought it off Amazon, it's about £7 or £8. You can buy them different sizes, so I would suggest maybe go for the one that's slightly smaller than this. If you keep doing it backwards and forwards, it does get quite painful. So this is the most painful exercise of them all. And that's got to be close to 80. It's trying to get the right point every time. That is 81. That's my record. So I've achieved 81 there. So every time you do a big one, right, it does on your knee. That's my record there, 81. It's not going up massively, but the thing is, it's going a lot better than it was a week ago. With that, I'm going to sign it off today. I shall speak to you next week, and hopefully we're going to progress from where we are now. So until then, take care, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, hikers.